A buddy of mine, he's also a YouTuber. His name is Q the Chaotic. You would just click on Tune Vehicle, and then it shows that I have the Diablo tune. So let me give you guys a first pull with the tune.
Yeah, there's love, there's hate, lies and games, faith.
All right, so in this video, we're going to show you guys how to install the Diablo Trinity EX tuner onto your 2021 Camaro SS. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to install the tune onto the 2021 Camaro SS 1LE, but it will be the same thing as if you have any LT1 powered Camaro SS or LT1 or SS 1LE, it would be the same thing. And I believe they also have a tune for the ZL1 as well. So yeah, so you open up your Diablo box and let's see. All right, once you got that open, you basically, whoa, don't let the wind blow your stuff away. All right, you know what, let's put this inside the car. Let's get this inside. Yeah, so that goes inside. All right. Now, I've already done this, so, you know, I'm going to skip using the manual and everything, but once you get it, definitely use your manual, but I'm just going to show you the quick way on how to install everything. So, actually, let me take out the booklet, put that inside as well. Bam, so that goes inside there. And first thing I'm going to do is actually turn on the internet. Alright, yeah, so then you just open up your update agent right there, and then this is the actual tuner here. Right. So I'm going to take this out. And when you open up the update agent, oh, first of all, you have to go on to DiabloSport.com and download the update agent so that you can update your tuner first. But so tossing all this stuff inside so that the wind doesn't blow it around. Let's turn this off. So I'm just like tossing a whole bunch of stuff in here. Now you lift this up and you take out, I'll just take out both cords now because you're going to need both cords. All right. Close this back up and see how tricky this can be when you're doing this with one hand. All right, so close that. I'm actually going to put the box here inside the trunk because I already got too much things on the front seat. There's my old tuner there. So I'm going to put this cord on the inside, this cord, because this is what I'm going to use to plug it in the computer in the car. So I'll put that there for now, and then I just take my USB cord here, plug that in on the computer, and then I plug it into my device like so. I don't know if you guys can see. So you just plug it in right there. All right. It's gonna start reading it. I don't know if you guys can see this. All right, you see the little Diablo logo there. Alright, so computer makes a noise showing that it recognizes it. And let's see. All right, so yeah, so you check to see if there's any updates. It says it's reading tunes right now. It says updates are available for your device, so you want to install them now. I'm going to click yes, and we just click yes. Downloaded file 6 of 7. So providing updates to device. Installing your update is now being installed. Please follow. Okay, so it says follow instructions displayed on your device, and then on the device it just says installing file 1 of 2, and then it's 100% in. Installing file 2 of 2 complete. And I think, yeah, once it's done, it automatically like unplugs itself. And let me see what happens next, because normally it'll just show up something saying that your files or your unit has been updated. But let's see. Yeah, it's going to keep making that sound like the USB is being unplugged while going through this process. But once it's done, yeah, this screen usually pops up here, and then it says your device is now up to date. So yeah, it says your device is not up to date. Featured below are optional downloads available for your device. You can add downloads now or unplug product to complete update process. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let me see. Eject. Now it's safe to remove hardware. Bam. So that is done. So once the device is updated, you can pretty much just turn off the computer, which is what I'm going to do now. So now that we downloaded the update to the device, we're going to go take this cord and plug it into the computer in the car, and then we're going to connect the device to the cord. So with this, it's right there in your Camaro. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like right there. All right, just get that in there nice and snug, and then you take this part and you plug it in the back of your unit, like right there. So yeah, just got that plugged in there. Now all right, so all you have to do now, all right, I'm gonna roll down the windows in a few, but I just want you guys to be able to see. So I'm gonna hit the start button twice. All right. Turn off the radio. All right. Hopefully I turned it off. Oh yeah, you can see. So turn it off now. And so now you're here on the menu, and all you have to do, if you want to tune it, you just hit tuning. It's going to say, please wait. There are control units in this vehicle that is not currently supported. It usually says that you just hit continue. And PCM, unknown backup. It's going to go ahead and do a backup. It's going to take a while. So, yeah. So you just let it do the backup. All right. I'm not going to record the whole process. I'll just turn this back on once it gets towards the end. All right, we're almost there. Still backing up the PCM. It takes a while. you know, so you just got to be patient with the whole process. And then especially with this car, because it's so new, I think that's why it still says backup unknown. But by the time you guys are doing this, it'll probably register your car, so it'll probably just read backing up your PCM file. But yeah, we're almost there. It's at 92 and climbing, slowly climbing. 93, almost there. It's at 99%. And okay, 100% now. So let's see what it does after 100%. Still going. All right, exporting file. PCM Diablo tune. So I guess it's showing, since I already installed the file on here, so it's saying that it has the Diablo tune that's on here. So let's see, it's going. This one's moving a little bit faster. I'll let you guys stay around for this one. So this one now it's at 76%, 77, 78, 79. Come on. We're almost at 100, 82, 83. Let's hear 85. There we go. Now let's hear 87. There we go. Oh man, almost there. Let's hear 90. All right, 90. Right. It almost feels like it's doing it like every second. So yeah. And 96. Let's hear 98. There we go. 99 and 100. All right, and now in my case, I already tuned the vehicle. So let me see if you, I don't know if there's like a glare, but you guys should be able to see. Let's see, what's a better angle? I think you guys can see good enough. So it says tune vehicle, restore vehicle, custom tuning. You would just click on tune vehicle, and then it shows that I have the Diablo tune. There's a 91 octane tune. There's a modify stock tune. There's skip this module. You can go back there. Now, if you want to restore your vehicle back to the stock setting, you can hit restore vehicle, and then it says press continue to begin restoring your vehicle's factory data. Once this has begun, you will not be able to exit or go back until it has completed. Make sure that your vehicle is in a safe place, such as your garage or driveway. Never program your vehicle on the side of the road or in a place without access to the internet. All right, so we're gonna cancel because so that's it. And then if you want to check and see if there's any faults or anything, you can click diagnostics, and you can just click here, trouble codes. No trouble codes available, so everything is good. If there were, you can click clear all, but we don't have anything, so we exit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you want to do performance tests, you can hit this to do your performance tests. But yeah, we're not going to do that. So you can do a 0 to 60 test, 0 to 100, a quarter mile test, 1/8 mile test. I think there's also save tickets. Okay, so 1/8 mile test, and then you can go exit. And you can also do your data logging and everything here by clicking on where it says gauges and logging. And if you need to like update your unit or anything, you just click on settings, and it will help you, your display settings, your device colors, your audio settings, Wi-Fi setup, email setup, check for updates, all of that, it's there. So all in all, this is like a really, really great like unit to have and to use. And I think once people realize how simple it is to tune your cars, like this is the way that a lot of people are going to go. So you guys comment below, let me know what you think and how you feel about the Diablo tuner, and if you're going to choose to tune your car with it. Now, after the tune, right? Once it's tuned, I believe the actual horsepower figures are, we get 20 more horsepower just with the tune alone, no intake, no anything. You get 20 more horsepower and you get 10 more foot-pounds of torque. Now imagine if you added like an intake and a throttle body and an intake manifold, like that starts, you know, your car starts getting up there pretty quick. And I'm eager to see how, like, my cousin, he's probably going to get the same thing. He has the Challenger Scat Pack wide body, and he's most likely going to get the same Diablo tuner and tune his car. And we're going to run it back and see how he does with his car tune and my car tune. And I do plan on adding an intake soon, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, the things just got real on the channel, so you guys stay tuned. Guys, a first pull with the tune. Man, we went all sorts of sideways and everything there. Yeah, it's a huge difference in feel. Like, you know, 20 horsepower doesn't sound like much, but you feel it. You definitely feel it. And I'm thinking to myself now, like, when you add just the intake to this tune and maybe a throttle body, how much faster can this car get? And I know there's lots of cars faster, and you know, there's lots of cars like turbo cars that may be faster, but for this being naturally aspirated, you have to give DiabloSport a lot of credit, man. They really woke this car up and made it into, like, just it's just so much fun. Like, I know there's people that like their Porsches and stuff like that, but like for me, this is the American version of like naturally, like it's almost like a Porsche 911 GT3. Like, it has that type of feel to it. You know, it has the, you know, the suede grips and everything, you know, the Alcantara and everything, to where it's like it feels purpose built. And then when you have a company like DiabloSport come in and sprinkle their magic on it, it really just wakes the car up even more, you know? And I can't wait to see what numbers we do on the track with this, because I know before, the best I was able to do is like, I think a 12.9 in a quarter mile. And, oh, Camaro brother. Yeah, so the most I was able to do is a 12.9. And I'm curious to see what that number would be like now with the tune. But I do know I need to probably upgrade and get some tires. So that would probably be the next bet. Alright, so now we're going to go do a highway pull and see what this feels like over here. let the other cars go first. Pull over into the corner here. Make sure that we're good to go. And here we go. Some new tires because that actually spun in second and a little bit in third too, so I'm definitely losing time there. But yeah, we need to upgrade the tires. Let's see. Doing the run, and my thoughts are, what vehicles actually compete with this car, with the 2021 and 2022 and even the 2020 Camaro SS 1LE, 1SS or 2SS, it doesn't really matter, they're both like great cars. What really competes with this car, and why is it that, you know, Chevrolet doesn't really promote this car for it being as amazing as it is? And I'll be honest, like, if it's just in a straight line, maybe the Mustang 5.0 would be a little bit quicker. If it's just about, you know, being like a aggressive looking muscle car, the Challenger would probably be a little bit better. But this does all of it really well. This can either keep up and in certain cases beat the Mustang 5.0 in a quarter mile. It all depends on the driver and the situation, you know. It on the track, on the course, it's better than both vehicles. It destroys, you know, any Mustang really. Even I think on the track it even destroys GT500 if it's like a lot of turns, you know what I mean? So what do you compare this car to? And I think the closest thing that you could compare it to really is the Porsche 911 GT3. That's probably because I believe that's the naturally aspirated Porsche. And obviously, you know, that car is over-engineered and everything, and obviously it costs a whole lot more. And it's reflected in the enhancements that car has. But I believe that's its closest competitor to the feel, to the way, you know, it drives. And in a lot of ways, I prefer the Camaro SS 1LE because you don't get that nice, wonderful V8 rumble in the Porsche that you get in the Camaro. So, you know, and plus the cost of ownership and maintenance is a little bit lower with the Camaro. I mean, obviously it costs a lot when you need to change your brakes and you know, and tires and stuff like that. Like that stuff is expensive on both the Porsche and the Camaro. But I mean, just like the quality of the build and everything, I believe it's right up there. Like, the build quality is definitely not the same in the Mustang, and I love Mustangs, but the build quality just it's not on the same level with the Camaro. The Camaro has a much better build quality. I think the Dodges have a pretty decent build quality, but one thing I noticed from test driving a Challenger is that I don't like the way their seats are. Like, on the seats you sit so much higher, whereas in this I'm 6'6.5", and I sit so comfortably in here, like, you know, because I can lower the chair all the way down and push it back, and, you know, and I fit comfortably. It's the one sports car. Well, there's actually, I bring up the Porsche again, there's two sports cars that I can actually fit in, and one being the Porsche 911 Turbo, and the GT3 obviously, and the Camaro. Like, I fit, and I also fit well in the Mustang, but I just don't like the build quality in there. So you guys comment below, let me know what you think. You know, what's your favorite sports car? And if you do happen to get a 2021 or 2020 or any 6th gen Camaro, pretty much, if you get a 6th gen Camaro SS or an LT1, do you plan on tuning it? And if so, would you rather take your car into like a shop and get it tuned or something? Or would you prefer to just do it yourself like what I just showed you? To just, you know, purchase the DiabloSport tuner, plug it in, you know, upload your tune, and then you're good to go. and I feel it's safer because you're not doing a whole bunch of dyno pulls and stuff. So I feel like it's safer, and it's just overall better. And then if for whatever reason you want to like put the car back to stock, you can do that yourself. So I feel like that's the way to go. So comment below, let me know what you guys think. And I do plan on racing my friend that has a 2SS 1LE. His own is the A10 Auto, so he has the advantages on the shift. But because we messed around before, and I would say he got me on the shifts. I was starting to pull in the top end a little, but he was getting me on the shifts. So now I'm curious to see how like this car would do against his with the new Diablo 2. All right, so stay tuned. That's probably going to be our next episode, so stay tuned for that. And we got a lot more fun things coming up. We do plan, we're going to be buying another car for the channel. I want you guys to comment below and see if you can guess what it is. Oh, so another thing, right? I have a buddy of mine. He's also a YouTuber. His name is Q the Chaotic on YouTube. So it's QUE and then the Chaotic, CHAOTIC. So I'll write it down in the description below. He's getting a 2022 Camaro ZL1, right? And well, he's getting it in this amazing color. I'll let you guys see it, and he'll debut it when it debuts. But my goal is to make this Camaro SS 1LE fast enough, naturally aspirated to keep up with his Camaro ZL1 on the track, basically, like in a quarter mile. So comment below and let me know if you guys think I can pull it off, because we're both going to be manual, and I think I may, believe it or not, I think I may have the edge because I'm not going to have as much power to put down. But it's still a ZL1, so chances are he's going to destroy me. But if you guys want to see that race and see the channels, kind of not compete, but we're gonna cross over, do like a channel crossover with Q the Chaotic and Race Car Friends. If you guys want to see that, comment below, let me know. Make sure to go subscribe to his channel and subscribe to mine so you can see how this whole thing plays out. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun.